Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good to see you. Thanks for joining our caucus yesterday. So I got just a couple off the top questions. So how much is available from the federal government, and is that general fund money, or is that money that has been collected from ratepayers across the nation who had nuclear plants?
Total of $6 billion available for two different categories of programs. The program that PG&E would be applying to is the first tranche and has the call to the full amount of dollars, and that is taxpayer resources provided under a prior federal program created earlier this year.
Okay, thank you. So basically, it's still taxpayer. We're all federal taxpayers, so it's federal taxpayer money, even though the burden is going to be lessened on California because we're taking taxes from people that pay it across the nation. Thank you for that. Then the next question I had on rates, and so I don't know if you, the information I have here, that there's going to be an estimated of $360 million a year based on historic generation levels. 50% fee will be collected via non-passable charge on all customers in California, investor-owned utilities, and service territories, PG&E, SCE, SDG&E, and includes all CCAs and direct access customers. Is that correct?
This resource would provide statewide reliability, and consistent with the need that it's meeting to provide statewide reliability, the structure for compensation and for paying for that power on a going forward basis would be consistent with the benefit. So that would be for all CPUC jurisdictional entities.
So it would be accurate to say that all of Californians are paying for this PG&E asset.
Most of Californians would be benefiting from the reliability provided by this asset, and would, consistently with the benefit that is accrued, would be helping to fund that benefit.
All right. Well, I'm just going to now touch on maybe a few other things that, you know, so munis as well, municipal utilities as well?
All CalISO jurisdictional entities, so it'd be more, you know, PG&E, Edison, San Diego Gas and Electric, CCAs. It's all the folks that are within the PUC jurisdictional territory.
Okay, thank you. So I want to just make a couple comments on Mr. Kavanaugh's presentation. I got to see that. I missed the stuff from Turn. I was having to go to another committee. But yes, there was a bill, whatever it was, AB 1090, I think Senator Laird commented on. I don't remember the number, but it was a bill that actually, which I voted for, was a bill to help the workers and the communities after the fact. This legislature did make an action to close down or direct Diablo Canyon to be closed 6 years ago. And, you know, we're in a crisis mode. We seem to always be in a crisis mode, but the actual action was taken by this legislature to move us in a green way. Some of us actually said, you know, actually nuclear is clean. Why don't we shut down the gas plants first and re-permit this and then move forward? But that wasn't the action of the legislature. So here we are now, you know, a few years later, and we're in a crisis mode. And we're put into a box where, you know, as a legislator who is very frustrated right now with the fact that I've been put in a box because of poor decisions that were made by the legislature, and now my constituents are continuing to have to pay the bill. At the end of the day, this is the point I want to bring home very, very clear, is that we're going to, all ratepayers of California are going to pay for this decision that was made by this legislature to move a company in a place to where they're taking an asset offline. All the while telling them they were going to have other green assets available that aren't available. So here we are. We have the highest rates in the nation, 76% more costs. Californians pay more already today than the average in the nation. And here we are going to up their rates. Not just PG&E customers, which it has been in the past because PG&E's had other issues, but now across the nation, across the California. So I'm just really frustrated. I just came from EQ, where we're setting another target. We're going to set a target that we couldn't even meet this original target. So I just want to go on record to say that, you know, we need a lot more of how much green's going to come online and when it's going to come online. And there's also a full list of things that we heard when we were listening to the original legislation about state lands, their state lands issues with the cooling, the extension of mitigation fees imposed under the once-through cooling process. I mean, I have them all highlighted here. There's 7 or 8 of these issues that are still out there that we have to get through. I guess the legislature is going to make these determinations, or State Water Resource Control Board, or Coastal Commission. There's a lot of moving pieces in this process and a lot of uncertainties, and I really would like to have more definition. I think Senator Mann brought up a great point about, are we really going to be able to get those funds? What is the action the State Water Resource Control Board is going to take? What is the Coastal Commission? Those are all issues that I think we need to have, because, you know, we have been sold a bill of goods in this legislature over the last 10 years that hasn't come true. And here we are, crisis management again. So I would, first of all, appreciate your always being very straightforward, and I appreciate the people that were, you know, presenting. But at the end of the day, I think we need a lot of information in a short time. We have a few days before we're out of session, and we are under crisis management. And I'm very concerned that the ratepayers are going to be paying a lot more. And I tried to figure out what the amount would be per kilowatt hour. There was a formula in some of my notes. I think I shared it with Senator Stern when we were on the floor. I was trying to figure out, it's the fixed fee charge to all CPUC jurisdictional ratepayers. There's a $50 per unit and then $100 per unit for both units. What does that equate to? What is this going to equate to? The actual kilowatt hour to a California ratepayer is what I would love to have if somebody can give me that information.
$75 per kilowatt is the estimate, which is a lower cost than most of the other alternatives, and it is our, you know, best lowest cost option to be able to maintain reliability.